What's up, you guys? Thank you so much for joining me. Today I've got a quick update video for you on the Duramax and what happened to it. Before we get into that, I'll show you guys some of the footage from the accident. Well, once it's less dark out, I'll try and get more footage, but hit the semi right there. It was sliding backwards down the hill. I was full locked up riding the guardrail. I couldn't avoid it. Another one found it. Found some pieces. Oh hey, my fog light. Sheriff has arrived. A little better look of what I ran into. I hit this. Then the other semi found it. Also took a good gouge out of the tire. And I think I need a new wheel. At least it didn't affect my alignment. So that extra sucked and I do not recommend it. Now I'll get into a little bit more of the details here in a little bit when we get back to the shop and out of the wind, but the sun's going down and I just want to get you guys some footage of the damage real quick and then we can get back to the shop. So as you guys can see, the driver's side took most of the damage here, blew out the fog light, the outer bumper cover went ahead and got smoked. The inner actual structural part of the bumper was pushed into the tire. But thankfully there was a random Caterpillar mechanic that was coming up the hill at the same time that this happened, and he had a pry bar and a dead blow. So we were able to wedge the pry bar into there and kind of bend it out and then use the dead blow to try and knock it out a little further because this was pushed right into the tire. It still rubs a little bit when you're turning, but I was able to get out of the situation, so that was nice that he was there and willing to help. Also, as you guys could see in the video from that day, the wheel got cracked, giant gouge out of the tire. I did just get those ordered up today, and that's what sparked me wanting to do the update video for you guys, because it's finally getting moved along. So back here, I'll show you guys some of the damage that happened to the back bumper. So when I hit the trailer, it kicked the back end like this into the guardrail even further, which smashed this up against the actual bedside right there. So that's pushed in pretty good. You guys can see here it's pushed out. Which for that I went ahead and ordered a whole new rear bumper. Like I said, we'll go over all the rest of that when we get back to the shop. As far as other damage, the fender got smashed in pretty good right there. And then we lost the inner fender, so I got to order a new one of those. Go ahead and pop the hood real quick. Oh, then also, doesn't that sound lovely? The front fender's pushed right into the door. So that sounds promising. As for the headlight, not a whole lot of damage, just broke that tab right there. We've already got new headlights, so that's not that big a deal. And then the front grille got busted. A bunch of the tabs got busted under there. So we'll be getting a new grille as well. I'm not sure if the camera's able to pick it up, but the front tire's got a little extra camber to her, some stanchion. And I had the alignment shop take a look at it last week, and I've got a busted ball joint and a bent tie rod, but other than that, the suspension isn't too bad from what they were saying. Actually, I've got two bent tie rods. The other side's bent too from hitting the guardrail. And also somehow I was able to crack the dash. I don't know how. That crack definitely wasn't there before the impact. Either way, it cracked the dash, so I need to get a new one of those as well. Okay, quick and painless rundown on what happened. Snowed, going downhill, it's slick. Speed limit's 50, I'm doing 35, maybe 40. Semi's coming uphill, it's dark out. I see driver has headlamp. Headlamp jumps out of truck, which is attached to the driver. I thought that was odd. Going downhill, truck starts sliding backwards. Sorry, I used my hands. Jackknifes into the ditch. Trailer swings right out in front of me. I tried to ride the guardrail to avoid the trailer, which ended up just pushing me right into the trailer. I had nowhere else to go. Hits trailer. After hitting said trailer, I was able to wedge through because the guardrail had stopped, wedge through and get to a little pull-off area and get out of the way of the truck that was coming down the hill and hit the trailer, as you guys could see in the video. After we both hit the truck, the driver of the truck that we hit came up to me, didn't want me to make any kind of police report. I just wanted me to take down his insurance information and said his boss will take care of it. I neglected to do that, went ahead and made a police report, which is what you should do in that situation, even if they tell you not to, because your insurance will love you for it. It makes it so much easier to find who's at fault because the police report clearly states that he's at fault. Speaking of insurance, that's kind of what's taking a while right now because we're going through my insurance and then we're gonna go after his insurance after I'm all paid up and all of that, which I don't know why my insurance is kind of going back and forth with me. It's like you're on my team, but I'm not gonna get too far into that. It's taking a little while. Also, the body shops are way backed up around here, so I wasn't gonna be able to get in until July 16th, 17th, I think that's what it was. Just got a phone call that I'm being bumped to June 26th, so we'll be getting the Duramax back on the road soon enough. We can get all the parts on there. Like the fender flares I already had waiting to go on, and other bumper and body mods, and then also I've got the headlights back there. So what I need to do now is go ahead and gather up all the suspension parts, the steering parts, and then also the body parts that I already have, and then go ahead and figure out what we need to order before we take it to the body shop. Because I'm just gonna go ahead and pay the extra and have them color match the fender flares, all that, order up a new paintable grill. I wanted to color match all that myself, but I'm just gonna go ahead and have them do it while they're blending the fender, the hood, and the door. So everything that's chrome is gonna go ahead and be color matched because I think it's gonna look so much cleaner. And I just can't wait to get my truck back. I've been waiting so long to drive that thing. It's nice having the vet as the daily driver. She's a great daily driver, but it's kind of screwing me on content only having one vehicle because everything that I want to do to this thing is going to take more than one day. We've also got the engine right there for the Silverado that we need to get to the machine shop. So soon enough, we'll be able to start getting more content out to you guys. So I do want to apologize for the lack of content right now. Waiting on all this insurance crap and the body shop stuff is kind of taking a while. So I just want to get you guys this update video for those of you that have been asking me what's going on with the Duramax, which actually surprised me because I wasn't aware that many people actually cared about the Duramax. The day that happened, I posted a video on my Instagram and you guys have been reaching out wondering what's going on with that. So soon enough, we'll be pumping out more content, and I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope the video wasn't too painful. Mostly me talking, not working on stuff like I like to do, and it kind of jumped around, but got you guys an update video. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys have a great night.